What's up, guys? It's Ncaa Danny back with my predictions for the NCAA tournament, East region, and Final Four. So, I'm going to be predicting the entire East region and the Final Four today in my video, and this is my last video before the tournament officially begins. I was going to upload yesterday, but I was out of town, so I could not. And yeah, I've already posted my West, South, and Midwest predictions on my channel, so make sure to go check out those. And here we go. First game between Michigan and it doesn't really matter who they're playing. I'm taking Michigan here. All right, next game. LSU and St. Bonaventure. This is a really good one. LSU, pretty good offensive team. I don't know about the defensive side, but St. Bonaventure plays great on both sides of the ball. St. Bonaventure, a great free throw shooting team. So is LSU, on the other hand, as well. But the main difference between these teams is that LSU commits a lot of fouls. And also, St. Bonaventure has much more experience, not necessarily in the NCAA tournament, but just their team in general, as their players have, I think, over a year of average experience in college basketball than LSU at this point. And with all those factors going in, I'm going to take St. Bonaventure here. I think they'll be able to pull this one off and make it to the second round. All right, next game between Colorado and Georgetown. It's a pretty intriguing matchup. Georgetown was not supposed to make the tournament whatsoever until they just came out of nowhere in the Big East tournament, winning, I think, 4 games in 4 days and becoming Big East champions. And Colorado did get upset by Oregon State in the Pac-12 tournament, but I'm going to take Colorado here. I think Colorado, just a bit of a better overall team. I don't think Georgetown can keep up the deep run any longer. And I'm going to take Colorado here. All right, next game between Florida State and UNC Greensboro. UNC Greensboro, not too bad of a team coming out of the conference they're from, but I'm going to take Florida State. Next game between BYU and the winner of Michigan State and UCLA. Michigan State and UCLA play tonight. Michigan State is going to win that game, and they're going to go on to beat BYU in the first round. Next game between Texas and Abilene Christian. Texas, pretty good year this year. They ended up, I think they won the Big 12 tournament this season. Pretty sure. And Abilene Christian, they're actually a pretty underrated team in my opinion. I think that they could keep this close for quite a while, but I just don't think that they're good enough to compete with Texas for the entire game, so I'm going to take Texas here. And then between UConn and Maryland, this is a tough one. With James Bouknight back, UConn's been looking a lot better, especially on the offensive end. And Maryland, they've had some very good wins this season throughout the year, but at the same time, they've had some tough losses that I just don't think that I could pick them here, so I'm going to take UConn. And then last game between Iona and Alabama, Rick Pitino's team in Iona, but I'm not going to take them here. I'm going to take Alabama. All right, now for my second round predictions in the East region. First game between Michigan and St. Bonaventure. A lot of people have been picking the winner of that LSU-St. Bonaventure game to go on and beat Michigan here. Although Michigan is missing Isaiah Livers, who is a key part to their team, I don't think that's enough to get them out of the Sweet 16. It's still a very good basketball team, and I'm going to take Michigan here. And then for the Colorado-Florida State game, this pretty tough one. Again here, the big difference between these teams is Colorado's got a bit more experience. So I'm going to take Colorado here. And for the next game, Michigan State and Texas. Michigan State's been playing decent lately, but I don't think they've been playing good enough to beat Texas here. I'm going to take Texas. And then for the last game of the second round, between UConn and Alabama, UConn's had some history as being a 7-8 seed in the tournament, and with James Bouknight back, I think they're going to be able to pull off the upset here. I'm going to take UConn. Now for the Sweet 16 matchups. First one, Michigan and Colorado. One thing that I saw about Colorado that stands out from pretty much every other team in this region is that they're one of the best teams in the nation at the free throw line. And by best, I mean I think they're top 5 of every single team in Division I, shooting at, I think, like 75 to 80% from the line. And I think that in a game where the refs start to call many fouls on very cheap plays, which seems to happen a lot in the tournament, it seems to be in those games that the free throw shooting teams do end up performing better. And Michigan, without Isaiah Livers, they are still not that bad of a team, but I think that Colorado will be able to get past them here. So I'm going to take Colorado. And then for the other game between Texas and UConn, I guess I'm taking another upset here, going with UConn. That sets up a strange Elite Eight, you could say, between Colorado and UConn. This one I think should be a pretty close game, but I'm going to take Colorado here to advance to the Final Four. I know that my predictions for the East region were probably had a bit more upsets, especially in the later rounds, than my other regions. I'm going to be honest. I think that the East region is by far weaker than every single other region in this tournament. And I think that these other teams not only have the ability to upset these top teams in this region, but I think they will. So here we go. This is my Final Four predictions for the 2021 NCAA tournament. Here we go. First matchup, I got Gonzaga against Colorado. I don't know how close Colorado can keep it, but I'm going to take Gonzaga here. And then that sets up a fourth matchup of the season between Ohio State and Illinois. All three of these matchups have been extremely close. The last one of the Big Ten Championship was the closest, as that one went into overtime and lasted for quite a while. And I think that Illinois takes it again here. Illinois has been playing better than any other team in college basketball in the past month, and I'm going to take them to advance to the championship. And that sets up the championship game between Gonzaga and Illinois. I think that these currently are the two best teams in college basketball. They've been playing the best lately. Illinois has been going against a pretty much a tournament team in like 9 of their last 10 games, I want to say. And so they've been tested throughout the entire year. They've been through it. They've had to play top 6 teams of Ohio State, Iowa, and Michigan all throughout the season. And they have had several tough matchups to get them here. And the way they've been playing in March, I really don't think anybody can stop them right now. The way that just the dominance of Ida Sumim and Kofi Coburn throughout the past month, as well as all of their role players with Andre Curbelo, Trent Frazier, Adam Miller, Georgie Bashanashvili, DeMonte Williams, all these guys, I think that they are just going to come together here and be able to win this. So I'm going to take Illinois to win the 2021 National Championship. So yeah, I got Illinois winning the entire thing this year. I think that they'll be able to win this one over Gonzaga. I think Gonzaga, they have been able to play a couple of very good opponents towards the beginning of the year, but I think that the lack of playing good teams throughout this year is going to end up hurting them a lot at the end. And they've only been playing, the only really relevant team I'd say they've played in a couple months is BYU, and I really don't think that they're that good. So I'm going to take the Illini here, and I think that they're going to win the national championship this season. That's going to be it, guys. Those are my 2021 NCAA tournament predictions. Make sure to watch the tournament. The games will all be live on CBS, TruTV, TNT, and TBS. First 4 games are tonight, Thursday, and the first round games are tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And then the second round games will be played Sunday and Monday of this week. And yeah, guys, that's one of my predictions. The Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 are each in about a week from now. So make sure to watch the NCAA tournament and let me know what you guys think of my predictions.